All right, welcome back to Pharmacist on Call. Your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt, community pharmacist of the world, Craig. So we're going to get right back into your calls here. It looks like we've got Dale. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may I help you?
Yes.
How may I help you?
Hello, the gentleman that called about sugar.
Yes, ma'am.
The doctor put me on stevia, stevia, the last 2 years, and it's sweeter than sugar.
Yes, ma'am. But it's a synthetic sugar. Even though they tell you that it's natural, it's synthesized using hydrochloric acid, so it's not necessarily natural per se.
So is it good to take too much or too much?
I don't like any of the manufactured sugars. I would rather you get it the way Mother Nature had it, which is either through agave, through that nectar, or through raw organic honey. But it sounds like you're diabetic?
No.
No, you're not? Then yeah, agave nectar would be a good alternative for you.
Agave?
Agave. We sell it in the pharmacy, or you could probably get it in the grocery store. In fact, I'm sure you could.
Nectar.
Agave nectar.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. All righty. Okay, so while we wait on the next set of callers to chime in, it looks like we want to start talking about some of the supplements here. So someone mentioned about opiate withdrawal, and so I want to talk about the hemp oil, or CBD. So what this does in terms of people who are having issues with opiate withdrawals, what they go through is once they're without the medication for a while, they will begin to have like flu-like symptoms. So they'll be nauseous, they will have sweats, they will have fever, they will experience depression, they'll have body aches. They'll just go through a whole sequelae of different symptoms. And so what I tell people is you don't necessarily judge people who are dependent on opiates, is because this can happen to anyone. Like I always say, if the Pope takes these long enough, he himself will become dependent once they are taken away. So it doesn't mean that they're bad people per se. These drugs have that physiological effect on everyone, even yours truly. So what can we do about it? So what we can do is take something to stave off those symptoms until your body detoxes enough to where you won't need it anymore. So what hemp oil, or CBD, does is it has a serotonin, it raises a serotonin in the brain, which will pick up your mood, will help you feel better. It has an anti-inflammatory effect, and so that fever that you feel and the body aches and all of that will be reduced or taken away altogether. Now the version with THC will also help with the nausea, because those people going through withdrawal will also experience nausea. In fact, the few of them that I've talked to that have really gone through it cold turkey, whether they were in institutions or not, prayed for death. And so this sounds like a pretty bad situation, and I don't know, kind of inhumane to me. So I always recommend this for anyone wanting to get off of those medications. And even the lady who was on alprazolam, who's doing, I think it was Sandra, who was doing her taper down, that you may want to also consider hemp oil or CBD oil, and you don't necessarily need the THC. But this has other medical benefits as well. In addition to chronic pain, it is also good for any psychiatric condition. So not just for depression, but for those of you who are suffering from anxiety, for those of you who are suffering from bipolar disorder and PTSD and schizophrenia, because what's happening in the brain in those conditions is the body is overproducing dopamine, which is our woohoo, our party neurotransmitter. So when it's really high, we can stay up for about 3 days straight. We feel like we can build a house. There's no need to sleep. And in some instances, when it's schizophrenia, we will also begin to hear voices, what we call auditory hallucinations. So we need something to bring down or balance out that dopamine. That is what hemp does. That's what CBD does. So a few drops up under the tongue, and it hits you pretty quick. So that's for the psychiatric condition. Let's see, what else is it for? Arthritis. So any type of inflammatory process, it's got you. So I would say that this stuff, can take care of probably 3/4 of the things that I carry in my pharmacy, will compete with 3/4 of the things that I carry in my pharmacy. So hemp oil has been pretty good. For those who are saying, well, I want to take my pain medicine, will it interact? Actually, no. It will actually increase the benefit of your pain med, and this is how some people are able to taper themselves off of the chronic pain med. So if you're a person who's taking 2 or 3 oxycodone or 2 or 3 Lortab a day, add this to your regimen, and what you will find is that, you know what? You actually only needed 2 a day for a while, and then you're going to eventually get to 1, and then you're eventually just going to come off of it altogether without any sickness. So this has been a godsend, and I know a lot of people are praying for medical and recreational, but in my mind, in terms of what I want, I think we've already got our win here with this. So this, seizures. So those of you who are epileptic, this is also beneficial. For those of you who are looking to quit smoking, you have those nicotine fits and you feel your discomfort, this also will help you. In fact, we have our new product, hemp cigarettes. Look like a pack of Cool Filter Kings from back in the day. But yeah, these are not full spectrum hemp, but I believe it's pure CBD. And these will help with those nicotine cravings. They even look like little cigarettes. So there you go. Wanted to talk about another supplement. Now we're in the holiday season, we're about to throw down, get in a lot of eating, and so we need to control that. We need to kind of watch our weight so we won't be too far off in January. So what we recommend for losing weight is Garcinia cambogia, and Garcinia helps us lose weight in about 3 ways. It actually comes from a pumpkin type fruit in Southeast Asia called the tamarind, Tamarind. And the way it helps you lose weight is a couple of ways, 3 ways. One, it reduces your appetite. And like I've said on previous shows, I'm a fairly nice sized dude. I can eat an entire large pizza by myself, but when I take this stuff here, I can't do it. It shuts me down to about 2 slices. And I was trying to figure out what the heck was wrong with me. I forgot I was taking these. So brings your appetite down drastically. Second, it has a mild antidepressant effect. And so what it does is it helps you feel better, because what tends to happen is when we're feeling down, we will binge eat. But I tell you what, I'm going to finish this discussion. We've got another call here, and we'll get into it. Larry, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. May we help you?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I need to know what to take to stop sinus drains. My nose drains all the time. I'd like to know if there's anything over the counter that I could take.
What have you tried, Larry?
I've tried everything, really.
Okay, when does it hit you?
It just drains constantly.
Okay, you're at the
I'm
house.
always blowing my nose and all stuff coming out of it.
Okay, when is the last time you changed the air filters at your house?
Yesterday.
Yes.
I change it every month.
Every month? Okay. Then have you tried, so I assume you tried Claritin, Zyrtec, and all of those?
Yeah, I'm trying Claritin and then allergy.
Did you try Zyrtec? The generic is cetirizine. That sound familiar?
Yeah, Zyrtec?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, and those?
I hadn't tried it.
Yeah, I would give those a try, but if you want to go the natural route, then there's something called stinging nettles, Nettles.
I'll try that.
Yeah,
where do I get that?
Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy or any of your health food stores. I'm not sure what area you live in, but if there's a health food store, look for stinging nettles. Comes as a tea or capsules.
All right, Doc, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, thank you. All right, everyone, we're up on another break. We'll be right back. Stay right there. Call in.